Darkwing Blast. Oh boy, what a set name. Don't be like the 30% of you guys are not smash the living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 103,000. Darkwing Blast, the second core set of 2022. Darkwing Blast Provisional will be released on July 16th, 2022. This pack will contain new cards to boost exciting or existing themes, as well as introduce new themes. The first edition box will contain a +1 pack in the OCG. Now, it's interesting because they're saying that Darkwing Blast is a provisional set name here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite part about these types of videos, Darkwing Blast. Well, when we looked at the Power of the Elements set, we pretty much analyzed that it would be a hero set. I mean, you've got to be a complete and utter smash just to kind of look at like the Power of the Elements and go, oh. But the big thing when you look at something like Power of the Elements, you know, even now is there's the underlying Sky Striker theme there. So that's a story for another day here. But when you look at Darkwing Blast, you guys know the, like, I always love how we're like going through like these era power-ups here. So, you know, we just got GX getting their power-up here. So who's the most nostalgic of them all when it comes to 5Ds and the word Darkwing Blast? Would that be Blackwings, ladies and gentlemen? I am willing to put a lot of money on the table here for this and go, I would not be surprised that this wouldn't be a Blackwing set. Now, the interesting thing about this is it might not, well, we'll talk about that here in a second. So the interesting thing with Blackwings is they really, they didn't get a lot of like good art. When we got the Stardust power-ups in the former set, they really used a lot of like the more iconic art scenes and things, but Blackwings had a lot of underexplored art in the game, or in the show. Like, holy crap, man. Crow was involved in a lot of really cool things. Blackwing Dragon has been one of the more disconnected boss monsters out of the thing. He's literally like the dumb little signer dragon. Like, hi guys, I'm here. And then he literally serves no purpose. So for Konami to acknowledge the fact that the door could be opening up here, because we're very much still in that era here where all of these boss monsters are receiving these huge, powerful upgrades. You know, Black Rose got Ruddy Rose. You know, the new Stardust got its thing. You know, we're getting a new Power Tool Dragon upgrade here in the near future here with the Pyroxene Duelist pack here. So when you come and you look at this and you're like, well, Blackwing Dragon literally was the derpiest of the derps next to, you know, Ancient Fairy Dragon. Oh, Power of the Elements, Ancient Fairy Dragon. That's a story for another day. But when you look at this, at this point in time, you kind of just got to go, well, what do we do to, you know, bring Blackwings home here? Because when you look at the Power of Neo support that we got for Power of the Elements here, you're probably going to get 10 solid cards dedicated to this. Now, I'm assuming that we're still going to stick to the theme of synchro summoning. All right, like whatever new Blackwing Dragon we're going to get will probably have some sort of inclusion in it, or it'll just be a bigger, cooler version that acts like it, including a whole bunch of new support. Now remember, Blackwing's gimmick has always been special, 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 and you know, out come all of these birds and all of this other cool stuff. Well, considering the fact that, you know, we're going to need more extenders, I think that's the thing that's always made Blackwings like so cool, is like no matter what hand you open up, like your hand is usually like pure gas. Like you just have extenders after extenders after extenders, and you just blow through this relatively huge resource pool to climb up and do things. Plus your already existing synchro toolbox, any more you really add into it will be very desirable, yes, but like you had some very good pieces. So considering the fact that we might want to, I mean, God, if we could just fix Blackwing Dragon's name so it's both a Blackwing and that, and just maybe have its name say this counts as an original monster, I think that that would be a very, very huge thing as well here. Because honestly, there's that. But I think Crow will very much be the headliner on this set. Now, there is the other exploratory option on this set. Trust me, I haven't forgot, all right? They can do Raid Raptor support in here, all right? Maybe Crow's not the big, bad, you know, cool ass they want to go with here. Maybe they want to take a look at Raid Raptors over here. Now, Raid Raptors did have that very silent tie-in with Blackwings, where you could basically use the Raid Raptors to search for Blackwings. That's basically what the what was it, the Exceed Rank 4 did. You just go search for like Zephyros the Elite, 95% of the combo, and set up and do these combo lines. All right, now who's to say that the Blackwing support will be entirely locked into Blackwing? They could give a silent nod to Raid Raptor at this point, or, you know, we could just be shocked at the world and they just, you know, kick Crow's cards aside and go, no, this is the Raid Raptor set. But that doesn't seem logical to me. I know that Raid Raptors are a relatively newer theme, and when you look at them, you know, a lot of players out here will get excited for this, sure, but at the end of the day, it doesn't pump my blood the same way that hearing Crow support, because you want to draw players in based on like the nostalgia feel. But that's not to say that, I don't know. Actually, I don't think Konami would explore the option of putting both Raid Raptor and Blackwing support in the same set. That just feels very counterintuitive for a strategy like this. You know what I mean? Because Crow's just obviously the way better marketing choice at that point in time. So as much as I want to say, yeah, you get them Raid Raptors, there is a possibility that you could get something in here. At the end of the day, it leaves something to be determined. Now, usually, when you look at these sets, there's usually a deeper second underlining meaning. At least, you know, Power of the Elements, we're kind of starting to see, like, might have an extra Sky Striker tie-in. Maybe. You know, the powers of Earth, Fire, Wind, and Water. But when you look at Darkwing Blast, the first initial things that really come to me here were, you know, this is going to be a Crow-themed set. You know, it's going to be Darkwing Beast support. You know, you might even take a step back here, and maybe you'll get some Wing Beast support here. On the lighter note here, there could be My Valentine stuff kind of floating on in here as well, considering that as like our second thing here. I was like, you know, we haven't really explored like maybe darker Harpy ladies. You know, they could do some crazy cool stuff. I think that would be absolutely crazy if Konami could take a look at Harpy ladies and maybe, you know, during the Dama arc or the Orichalcos arc, when those particular cards went evil, maybe make some evil Harpy ladies. I mean, we've already explored the option of like Advanced Crystal Dark, for example, here, where you've seen these really cool provisional changes in the attributes of the Crystal Beast, for example, here. So maybe, for a generic sense of how this set might go, you could see darker Harpies. I think that'd be sick. I would absolutely love the fact maybe we get a tie into that. You know, maybe Raid Raptors aren't off the table. Maybe they give like 3 to 4 cards with them. You know, Konami's proven to us that they can tack in, you know, little slots with this here. Other than big Wing Beast support here, I think overall this will probably be a generic Dark set. Dark is a very overrepresented set. I was very happy to see, you know, us getting Earth support here in the last round of things. It was very nice, but now that we've resumed on back to the element of Dark here, you already know players are going to be very frustrated. And maybe on a lesser note here, maybe Darkwing Blast, maybe we'll get some Samorg support in here. You know, I know there's a very big group of players out here that look at Samorg, and they're always very excited. They're like, any time that we can see, you know, Wing Beast support, it's a win. And I mean, it really is. Wind has gotten some very big boost. Wing Requital being one of the best draw cards that they could have hoped to have had. And mark my words on that, ladies and gentlemen, depending on how this set goes, Wing Requital might be something that you might want to keep an eye on, just because when you're looking this far down, you know, like, woo, when you can see this far down a pipeline here and you can have potential guesses, this is where investments start to happen. This is where players look at these sorts of things and go, oh crap, you know, maybe I want to take the chance on this. Maybe this is the go-to approach for this. And as of this point in time, I think there's a lot of speculation with this, but if you're somebody out here that is a huge Blackwing player, all right, if you've been debating on wanting to pick up Blackwing stuff, I would, without a doubt in my mind, make sure that I had the chance to pick up the Blackwing cards that I want, because by the time everybody else kind of starts to realize what's going on here, it might actually be too late, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Blackwing prices actually, by the time this video might be going up, might have already suffered and went to the moon. But that being said, maybe there's a local group, maybe there's some little things that you want to pick up, but focus on that. So that is Darkwing Blast. It'll actually be what, our September, November set? I don't know, be our October, November set. So it'll be the last block set of the year for us. So guys, leave a comment double to you guys. Think we should smash the crap out of that subscribe button. So guys don't miss out more awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.